The 2019 Antenna Awards is proudly brought to you by Channel 31, the Community Broadcasting Foundation, Holmesglen TAFE, RMIT University, Victoria University, Osbush Gear, Top Notch Trophies, with special thanks to Mountain Goat Beer and Red Hill Estate.
Live from Deakin Edge in Federation Square, Melbourne, welcome to the 2019 Antenna Awards. Now strap in and welcome to the stage, Lewis Brown, Mitch McTaggart and Tony Martin.
I'm Lewis. I won an Antenna Award in 2014 for Famous with Lewis. This is Mitch. He won an Antenna Award in 2010 for Socially Inadequate.
G'day.
And this is Tony Martin.
I was on a fish cake.
Want to sing a song about community TV? Yeah, I do. Let's do it.
Red carpet. Lights, camera, action. Roll the press.
Yes, paparazzi.
The glitz, the glamour.
The sparkles, the stars. Makeup, please. I'm ready.
Community
TV. Any time of day.
and any type of weather.
Community TV.
The most important thing is that we're all together. Community, community, community. Community, community, community. Community, community, community. Community, community, community TV. Getting me.
Woo!
Yeah!
Hooray! I'm so excited for the Antenna Awards, aren't you?
Will it be 1700 or the struggle? Or Sonnersburg or perhaps Oz African? Or Russian news time? Or Maltese down under?
I just hope that it's everybody.
We will win because everybody should. Antenna Awards.
Tastes good.
Community TV.
I got a great idea. Come on, let's hear it.
Community TV.
Let's make a show and friends. Yeah, that's the spirit.
Community, community, community. Community, community, community. Community, 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 community.
Sorry, Dilruk. Sorry, we'll just clear the stage for you. Sorry, I just need to get all these balls.
I think they've
There's
gone to
about
a drip package.
32 of them. Just collect them
think they're
while you
finished.
can. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Thank you. Sorry.
Really sorry. They've
Do
gone to bed.
do we have a ping pong ball collector?
It's
Do
no
we have a
longer being
ping pong ball
broadcast.
collector? No? No extra crew? No? Okay, that's fine. I'll just pick up my own ping balls. That's okay. They don't have this at the Logies, do they, Dilruk?
Thanks, sir.
Dilruk, welcome to the stage.
He got his start on Australian TV through RMIT's Live on Bowen, and last year won a Logie for Most Popular New Talent. Please welcome to the stage Australia's funniest former accountant and tonight's Master of Proceedings, Dilruk Jayasinha.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, folks. Welcome to the 2019 Antenna Awards, live on Channel 31. How exciting! When the organizers of Channel 31 called me up and asked me to host, I said I'd love to, but just one question. Didn't you die like 5 years ago? What? Who is this? Is this a wrong number? Didn't Malcolm Turnbull try to put you out? But no, here you are. You're like the bloody John Farnham of television networks. Every time you think this is the last one, guys, it's the last one. Well, we're back. Let's go one more. And how great is that? Malcolm Turnbull was the telecommunications minister at the time, and he was trying to shut down Channel 31. And here we are. Channel 31 beat Malcolm Turnbull. He couldn't even outlast us. Exciting. Tonight is a celebration of persistence and resilience. This is the first Antenna Awards in 5 years, since 2014. And so any show that was broadcast on Channel 31 in the last 5 years is eligible. So there's 5 years worth to pick from. And over that 5 years, they still didn't find a single category for me, apparently, to be nominated for anything. Nothing. And you don't think I've done anything? No, in the last 5 years, this is what I've done for this station, okay? I acted in a sitcom of like 6 episodes in one of their sitcoms. I hosted my own show called, what was it called? That's probably why. No, Dill's Round Table. And also, I did the voiceovers for when they needed ads where I spoke in my mother tongue Sinhalese. I did all that, volunteered for all that, not because of my love for the craft of television. No, I did it because I'm needy and I need constant validation. So not even one sympathy award. Apparently it was good enough for the Logies, but not for you fuckers. We're still going live, it's fine. It is truly exciting though. Because here's the thing, there's a lot of firsts that we're having today, especially the fact that in the past, every time the Antenna Awards was broadcast, it was always outsourced. The crew was outsourced to independent freelancers. But this is the first time the awards is being created with all in-house volunteers from Channel 31, which is really exciting. It's truly a big moment for everyone, and we're really excited to be able to share that big moment with the 4 houses that will get this broadcast with our equipment. It's going to be exciting. But in all sincerity, it is truly wonderful that everyone is volunteering their time here tonight, and it is lovely. And if I can be sincere for a second, I know I'm being a bit of a dickhead, but my first ever television, anything I ever did on TV was on Channel 31. It was a stand-up comedy spot, a 3-minute spot I did on a TV show called Live on Bowen. And I'd only been doing comedy about a year and a half at that point. And I thought it would be kind of funny if I pretended like I was too big for the station and I was annoyed that even after a year and a half that I should be paid for my spot and things like that. I thought that was quite cute. And then here we are 7 years later, I reckon I am too big for this station and I'm not getting paid, so be careful about what you wish for. I think on that note, I will get on with the show before you hate me any further. Some of the faces are clearly missing any kind of irony that I'm trying to build, going, oh, what a dickhead. This is why we need stronger border controls. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your first award, and to present it, please let me welcome a wonderful comedian, actress, and writer. She got her start on Channel 31 on a TV show called Studio A. Please help me welcome the multi-talented Tegan Higginbotham.
Good evening, everyone. It is so lovely to be here. You know, I do want to be a little bit sincere for a moment, if I can. especially I'm so honoured to be here presenting the best comedy program, because this platform, it really does launch careers. It gives people a place where they can really hone their skills and try to build something of a career, and I think that's really, really special.
And you started here as well, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
So what have you been up to?
Oh, I'm very unemployed right now. But I'm sure it'll be really different for this next batch. If we could wrap this up, though, I'm the person in the Elmo suit that plays guitar out on Flinders Street, so I've got a spot I need to get back out there. But here are the nominees for the best comedy program.
Australia, get it up,
I guess we just talk a little differently up here, but it's not worse, it's just different. Like, back home we don't call it a hallway, we call it a house tunnel, right?
31 questions.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, what's our vector, Victor? Yes, CJ.
I don't know which name you want, aeroplane or flying high.
Well, they're both right.
Live on Bowen.
I want you to go shit while crazy once again for Mr. David Hughes.
Look at that! Do you remember that? That is amazing.
The Leak with Pat McCaffrey.
Please welcome our newly de facto couple, Matt and Eve.
Thanks, Pat. It's going really well.
Yeah, this is the third time I've done this, and it is by far my favourite.
Silent comedy. Quiz night.
After 12 years, a Brazilian island has welcomed its first what? Yes, Amberly.
A dog.
No.
That can play basketball.
Could you do the honours, please?
Okay. The winner of the best comedy program is Australia, get it up, ya!
The Northern Territory. A nomadic dance troupe makes its way across the desolate outback. Here, arts funding is scarce, so this troupe must traverse many, many miles, moving from one pop-up festival to the next in search of adequate funding. When times are tough, all they can do is hope for a renewed government subsidy to take them through to the next season. But they have a long way to go.
Yes, dancing through the outback in leotard and black tights was still less embarrassing than our attempt to get to the stage just then.
We've got a bunch of people to thank. Thank you to Channel 31, number one, holy moly. Thank you to Shane, he's lovely. Thank you very much to Claire Hooper, who you might have heard a bit of her narration there. The CBF gave us a bit of funding for this. Thank you, the CBF.
They gave us a lot of funding, and we could not have done it without them. Thank you so much.
And maybe they didn't make a mistake. We got an award. And thanks to our possible supporters, they helped out a lot too.
Yes.
And thanks to everyone who worked on the show.
Yes. So many people helped out in so many very different ways, and we love you all. And we hope you all have a wonderful evening and win lots of awards.
See, the problem is Channel 31 gave us so many opportunities
So
that we're
many.
all very busy, and we haven't even had time to even think about writing a speech.
That is flagrantly untrue. I, like Tegan, am massively
Andy, no.
unemployed.
No, you're very employed. No, that's
no,
not
I
a
would
good
like to take a
sell.
moment to talk about my CV.
I was just trying to give Channel 31 a good soundbite, but thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, guys. What do we have next again? Oh, hang on. There seems to be some confusion as they're leaving, but it's okay. They'll figure it out. Live television, ladies and gentlemen, it's exciting.
So next we have the Best Music Program, and this is something else that I'm actually really, really excited to talk about, because I don't know if you know this about me, Dil, but I am actually trying to break into singing. It's a secret passion of mine. So if you guys wouldn't mind for just a second, would you like to hear a song?
Absolutely.
Oh. Hang on.
Absolutely not. Let's get on with the show, please. Here are the nominees for Best Music Program.
$1,700.
And welcome back to Sin 1700, the show for everything and anything Australian music.
The Song Room.
So in this song, I thought the lyric was, and in my defense, I'll say it was when I was a child.
Yeah.
But still, minor square faces, you're addicted to love.
Which doesn't make any sense
at all. Made sense to me.
That makes me really happy.
Live at Spectrum.
Watching someone else's hell, we all are silent witnesses.
Pass the song along. Don't fuck with Mother.
What are you doing in this place? I'm gonna rip the skin from your face.
Davina, Sister Sanchez, double dealer, ruthless killer, and a sexy package rolled into one you'll never meet another.
Asylum TV.
And there's new material coming in the works. So
There is. I have just recorded a new album, which is I'm very excited about, actually. And it's funny, we were just talking about garage punk, because I've actually recorded a garage punk album.
Cool.
Those are the fantastic nominees. And can I also just quickly add, I was not expecting an encouraging woo when I suggested that I was going to sing a song. Yeah. I don't sing. So that made me feel really, really nice, and even more respect for our incredible nominees. Dil, the winner.
I've heard her sing. You should be grateful.
Yeah.
The winner of the Best Music Program for 2019 is The Song Room.
I feel so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Okay, thank you. I'm the guy behind the camera and behind the computer, so obviously not much of a talker, so I'll leave that to Jess. But thank you very much to Chris and Tim and Wally for putting me on the show, and it was lots of fun, and thank you.
I just wanted to feel what it felt like. Thank you so much to Channel 31. Again, Chris and Tim, who are 2/3 of the Songroom core that started. They can't be here tonight, but they're amazing. And it's such an honour to be part of a show that got to shine a light on an up-and-coming talent called Gautier, who no one really knows. And I think we really sent him on his way in 2017 when we filmed that. So thank you very much.
Believe it or not, that's not the whole show. We're only warming up. Join us after the break for more from the 2019 Antenna Awards.
Victoria University has revolutionised the way to do uni. Experience uni like never before with the VU block model, industry placements and tailored support. VU is ranked in the top 2% of universities worldwide in the Times Higher Education World University Rankings 2020 and is one of the few universities in Australia to offer courses to both TAFE and higher education. Learn how VU's career-focused, hands-on learning will set you up for success. Visit vu.edu.au.
He hosted RMIT TV's The Leak Live and now writes for Sean McAuliffe's Mad as Hell. And she travels the Australian outback in the top of Down Under. Welcome, Pat McCaffrey and Penny Wells.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please stop. So it's very exciting to be here. Community TV can lead people to a lot of places, and I think like a lot of people here tonight, it has led me to the back of the dole queue at the moment. So like, if anyone knows of any work going, that'd be, not in TV, just bar work, hospo stuff.
Well, Pat, I'm usually dodging crocodiles and pulling four-wheel drives out of boggy situations. What about a stunt double?
Perfect, I'll take it. I'll take it. Perfect, done. Don't worry about it. Don't come up to me with any other offers, because that's, please do with other offers. Anyway, we should get on with this. The nominees are...
Sonicsburg. Debrief.
I think I need a hash brown.
Under the Milky Way.
The telescopes at Red Skies are bigger and stronger, allowing us to see further than ever before.
Yeah, but there's so much more to explore within our own solar system.
Yeah, but the real discoveries lie billions of light years beyond.
Okay, I get it.
Windscreen watch.
Take it, try it, run a bag of training, see how you go. If you don't like it, we can always go back to your old stuff. No questions asked. Hey, what's the worst that could happen?
Seeing Scarlet.
Decided to let you have this car.
Thank you, Dad.
Good afternoon, Adelaide.
Will I be able to drive the bus today? I was in the Celebrity Grand Prix once, so I have a little bit of experience with these things.
No, that would be against STA policy.
Okay.
Maybe someday, hey? This whole television thing doesn't work out for you.
You ready for this? And the winner is Debrief.
But instead, on a whim, you've just bought it home and now it's boring to you, so you put it in the room and now it's alone and it's scared and it doesn't know what it's doing.
Did you have a bit of a D&M with the dark?
Okay, they didn't have a D&M with the dark. I am the dark.
You're not a duck. You're not a duck.
So awkwardly enough, three pretty key people are gallivanting around the globe at the moment. So I'm going to do a really weird thing and read a Facebook Messenger post from the producer of this show. Bear with me. Oh man, I had it up 2 seconds ago. I'm so sorry. Is this live? I've always wanted to say that. It actually is, isn't it? Oh, Jess Spears is going to kill me. Oh, guys, say something while I bring up the message.
This is incredible, thank you.
We just want to thank Jess, who's not here, for essentially creating this from the start, coming up with the idea and bringing it to us and trusting us to kind of run with it from there. Jess, Sarah.
Cool, sorry, I'm back. Okay, so she says, thank you to everyone who's been a part of this show. Debrief has really been a joint experience created by a community through the women who helped form the stories, the crew who believed in the vision of the show and the idea itself, for whom I'm incredibly grateful to CBF for our funding partners who backed us in a completely new format. And by that, she means we did a dramedy that was completely improvised. Everything you saw on screen was 100% improvised, and a true blissful challenge to direct. So thank you to everyone who was involved. I know, correct. And last but not least, the audiences, men and women who have watched the show and continue to support us in telling true and honest female stories. We've had the opportunity to go on and have success in many ways with Debrief, including a release on Network 10, which has been amazing. But we never want to forget that it's been independent and community programming which has supported new and different ideas. So thank you so much to everyone.
Thank you.
She's a public speaker, radio personality and regular host of Channel 31's long-running Bent TV. And he's a comedian, filmmaker and the knockabout former host of 44 Adelaide's Fringe Watch. Show some love for Michelle Shepherd and Jason Chong.
I'm Michelle Shepherd. I'm a presenter on Ben TV and Joy FM's Mission Mates.
Hi, I'm Jason Chong, and I know it looks like I'm still coming up the stairs, but I'm already here.
We're here to present Best Actor in a Narrative, Drama, Comedy, or Sketch.
And fun fact, one of these people has just come out of a lengthy jail stint for some heinous stuff they've done. So we're not going to tell you which one it is, but it's your job to try and assume which one you think it might be.
Andy Matthews for Australia Get It Up Ya.
There are those who farm for boom times and who can't survive the drought, and a few who push on longer while the money withers out. And there's a couple who transcend the sun, the dust, the hurt. There's a couple, and another bloke. And then there's Mitchell Burt.
Madeline Culp for Auntie Plop Plop's Useless Shop.
You still think I'm funny though, right?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I do, but Sam said you're about as funny as falling face first into a fart.
Face first? Hey, is your name really Lollybags?
Yep.
Lee McClanahan for Under the Milky Way.
There is no asteroid, it was a false alarm, that's all it was. Rest assured there is absolutely nothing to worry about. But guys, just off the record, if there was an asteroid heading towards Earth right now and you were the first people to hear about it, this hardly feels like you've put in the kind of effort I would have expected.
Mike Gorry for The Ascenders.
It's a sketch about me making one-man sketches where I play everybody. And then, you know, we can even add another layer of meta to it with some kind of fever dream in the mix, or a dream in a dream in a dream with another dream. Please.
Sophie Loughran for 31 Questions.
Nicole's having an affair with Chook. Muriel saw them shagging in the laundry at your wedding. Shove your drink up your ass, Tanya. I'd rather swallow razor blades than have a drink with you. And I'm not alone. I'm with Muriel.
Elizabeth Barrett for Seeing Scarlet.
I know where we are.
Scarlet!
And the Best Actor in a Narrative, Drama, Comedy, or Sketch is Liam McLeland for Under the Milky Way.
I know about your plan.
you're just upset about Barry, okay? Can we just go inside and talk about this?
His name was Harry. And he reminded me what I was fighting for. I was fighting for that 12-year-old girl who looked up to her dad and who wanted to follow in his footsteps. I was fighting for Bill and, God forbid, Steve and everybody else who works here, or everybody that might work here in the future, like Hallie.
Accepting this award on behalf of Lee McClenahan is fellow member of the all-female collective Girls Act Good, Jennifer Monk.
Thank you. Lee couldn't be here tonight, but she has sent me through a little speech. Lee wants to say a huge thank you to all the crazy cats in the cast and crew that made Under the Milky Way so much fun to be a part of. Thanks to Kristen and all the team of Siding Spring Observatory for granting us the access to shoot in all the places we could only ever imagine we could and allowed us to be in. To Cam Wiley, who looked after us so well in our stay in Coonabarabran and treated us to his knowledge of the sky. But most importantly, a big thank you to Shane Dunlop for creating, writing and producing Under the Milky Way. Seriously, we all know how good this guy is. Yeah, let's give him a big clap. And let's remember, in this current climate, find your voice, people. Speak out to what you believe in and know that small actions can make a huge effect. Thank you to Antenna Awards for this, a big honour. Thank you.
Keep the applause going as we welcome two of the hosts of Australia's first multicultural AFL footy show, produced by the NEMBC and broadcast around the country as both a community TV and radio show. It's Vanessa Gatika and Harbour Singh Kang.
Amazing night for community television. Do you think, Javier?
Yeah, I think so. And community TV has done fantastic, reaching out to the communities and engaging them in every way possible. And our nominees are?
Do you think the sports can change the world?
Oh, I believe so. Yeah, 100%, 100%.
We are here to say who has the best sport program of Channel 31. The nominees are
The Rushed Behind.
I think the difference was that nobody thought Richmond could go all the way in 2017, whereas now they know what they're capable of, so it's a little bit of a different story.
Spacequake Sports.
Batting average.
Piece of the ball up the middle. Jordan Lambert will score the first run of the game. Lana Kaiser turns. She's got a shot on the back. She's safe.
All about A-League.
They need to wake up because the whole world plays soccer and they are all looking at it, but Australia really misses the point and misses the momentum.
The Local Footy Show.
It's any wonder that many clubs and competitions in Victoria are saying enough's enough. We're going to take control back and do it ourselves.
Well, the Alberton Football League will be defunct after 128 years, and that's tragic.
Absolutely it is.
And that's all been caused by the meddling from the AFL or AFL Victoria.
In Pit Lane.
They were far and away the fastest things running out there, and that includes things like Formula Holdens, Formula 3s and those sorts of things. They are just insane vehicles.
SA Sports Show.
Saying to my daughter, who's that bloke? What's his name?
Makes it worse, he's from Adelaide, okay? So put a little dagger in just a bit further.
I didn't know that until after the game.
The winner is?
Good luck to everyone. Are you ready? The winner is SA Sports Show. Congratulations to the winners.
never exactly pleased with it because you do understand it's preseason. So if you win them all, it's a bad expectation. If you lose them all, that's not good either. So preseason.
But what you've seen, you've been happy with?
I have been happy. Our guys are working hard. My work rate's really up with our group. The camaraderie's good. So with that being said, I can partially be happy.
Accepting this award on behalf of the SA Sports Show is a representative from Adelaide's community TV station, Channel 44.
Wow, first win for Channel 44 Adelaide! What a great honour for us. The SA Sports Show is actually one of Channel 44's flagship programs. It's been going for 5 years. It's supported by the Uni SA. Now, Andre Gostin couldn't be here tonight from Uni SA, but I've got a few words from him. So he said, we're really proud to be showcasing some of SA's best sporting talent, not only past greats, but some of the up-and-coming athletes and some exciting new leagues as well. And it's great to see so many women who are involved in the show. And also, he said, this show has been responsible for creating many jobs in the media industry in South Australia. So we'd like to thank all of our sponsors, all of 44 Adelaide, all of Uni SA, and most importantly, the hardworking crew, and everyone at 31 Adelaide and 31 Melbourne. Thank you.
You know him as the enigmatic host of The Shed Show, and he spent 6 days in a tuxedo and travelled from Melbourne to London via the shittiest way possible over a podcast bet. Show some love for two of Australia's premier outdoorsmen, Craig Whiskers Veazey and Nick Capper.
Hello.
Good evening, Nick. Lovely to meet you tonight.
Yes. I thought we were here to get the award for two homeless-looking guys in the audience.
We are here to present the great outdoor show, and of course we live outdoors.
Oh, I love the outdoors.
Just down here in Swanston Street, just underneath a nook.
I feel uncomfortable being under this roof, I tell you that.
And I love the suit they gave me. It's fantastic, Nick.
Yeah, beautiful. So, I think we look at the thing now, do we?
I think so.
Yeah, all right.
The nominees are for the best outdoor recreational program.
Top of Down Under.
So get your map books out, grab a notebook and come for a drive with me and I'll take you there.
Off the Couch with Ethan.
It's 5 a.m. this morning here at Forest to spot something very special out on Lake Elizabeth. What are we looking for? We're actually going out to look for some platypi, plural for platypus.
Roaming the Outback.
Full moon, very bright out here. Today I'll be heading up to the final campgrounds at Nebbing Creek. Last campground. Let's see what's there.
On the fly.
It's about if you get that fish to see that fly and get him to take it, doesn't really matter, whether he gets off. So, it's all pretty cool.
Beyond the Divide.
This is my first ever hunting trip to Europe, and the hunting traditions here, combined with their game management, is on a level we just don't experience back home.
Ozfish TV.
We came down here to achieve one thing, and that was to catch a wild trout, mate.
Yeah, we wanted some wild fish. I called you up a little while ago and said, we wanted to do something for my dad who passed away.
Yep.
He loved his wild trout fishing.
Yep.
I said, we got to get down to the Goulburn. It's one of his favourite spots. Got down here and hopefully we made him proud. I think we did all right.
I think we did, mate.
I know you're the warm-up guy, Nick, but you do love community, don't you?
I love community and I love being here.
I certainly do. Thank you very much, Channel 31. The best outdoor and recreational program goes to Beyond the Divide.
The jet lag behind us and headed straight for the forest, and it sure was a nice change from the hustle and bustle of airports to be straight into the cool and peaceful Swedish forest with soft soil under our feet. The aim of this first stalk was just to have a look around, see what was moving and get a feel for the area. The rut was also close, so we were interested to see if the bucks were with the does or still running separately.
Wow. Well, firstly, congrats also to the other nominees in this category. I've had a love of the outdoors since I was tiny, so I'll probably get a bit emotional tonight. It's been a long journey. Thanks so much to Channel 31 and Community TV for believing in me, supporting me and having the faith to air Beyond the Divide for 6 seasons now, and what a huge success it's been. Before this, there'd never been a hunting show on television, and without Community TV, there still wouldn't be one. The narrow-minded mainstream stations won't air our content, and it's a bit of a sad reflection on the society we've become to think it was only sort of one generation ago you could catch a train over here at Flinders Street and go hunting for the day and perhaps bring back a feed for the family. But time changes, and look, we've moved on. I'm hugely proud that this show means so much to so many. It's been a critical conduit for some, maintaining a connection to the outdoors, perhaps re-establishing a lost one or inspiring a new one. Through interactions with the viewers that I have, the greatest reward for me is hearing how the show has brought together new friendships and how hunting together has nurtured new connections between mothers and fathers with their sons and daughters. It's a huge amount of work, and I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't feel an equally huge responsibility to get it right. But receiving this award tonight makes sure I think we did get it right. So thanks for the sponsors to make it happen. Thanks for these guys for being there from the start.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more from the 2019 Antenna Awards. Live from Deakin Edge, right after these short messages from our sponsors.
Proud supporters of the 2019 Antenna Awards, Madman Printing know what you're looking for in a printer. Printing excellence, fun and a sustainably green printer. So for your next print job, big or small, you'd be mad not to call Madman Printing on 1300 Madman.
Welcome back to the 2019 Antenna Awards. It's been fun. It's been going well. Everyone's having a good time. Our next two presenters. He hosted the very show that I made my first stand-up comedy appearance on live on Bowen, and she's about to make the jump from Channel 31 to Channel 10 with her show Emmy Lou Loves. Please make welcome Simon Taylor and Emmy Lou McCarthy.
You said to have fun with it.
Hello.
Hi, guys. This is pretty awesome.
This is incredible. We're here to present the award for the best live program.
And can I just say that my first job at Channel 31 was a live program called .com Social.
Oh, you say job like you got paid.
Didn't you?
And the nominees are...
Election 2019, presented by The Junction.
Welcome back. You're watching Election 2019 presented by The Junction, coming to you live from the RMIT studios in Melbourne. We're going out live on Channel 31 here in Melbourne, Channel 44 in Adelaide, WTV in Perth, Facebook Live and community radio stations across the nation.
The 2019 Melbourne Community Cup.
The Real Heart Megas are going to teach us a dance move. What would you like to teach us today to get us in the right vibe?
All right, I would like everybody to get on board the hump train.
The Auntie Donna Live Spooktacular.
Oh my God, Nick! Oh, you sick bastard!
Space Quake Sports.
Glinda White gets a big jump. Jordan Lee gets a good piece of this ball, fouls it off.
2017 Adelaide Fringe Festival Parade.
We've got 110 participants here, fringe participants. We've got 230 volunteers.
Talking Fishing.
Did they not watch Talking Fishing? Do they not understand that the Premier, in fact, both sides of politics promised free boat ramps, but the city of Kingston have put themselves up on a pedestal and gone, we're better than the rest of Victoria.
Shall we do it together?
Yeah, let's do it together. All right, the winner is...
You go.
You go.
No, you go.
No, you go.
You go. Yeah.
No, we're live, go.
2017 Adelaide Fringe Festival Parade!
How good are those guys? Final condition, ladies and gentlemen. That is pretty much the end of the parade. Damian Cowell signing off here at the Adelaide Fringe Parade. First one ever telecast. Well done, Channel 44. Thanks for all the people who've helped, all our sponsors. It has been absolutely awesome. No single person here is more important than me, clearly as the host. That's not true. Good night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to Adelaide Fringe Parade. What a night!
Wow, 2 for 2. Wow, how exciting. This one is very exciting for us because what an honour. I mean, look at the category nominations that we were up against. So I just have to start by saying what an amazing category to be nominated and winning. But this was the very first time that we'd actually ever broadcast the Fringe Parade in history. So no commercial channel had done it. So I just want to say well done. That's a big round of applause for our team to be able to do that. That was to record crowds as well, over 70,000 people. But big thanks to our hosts, Damian Callanan, Tessa Waters, the Honourable Kelly Vincent, MLC, Mickey D, Parade Director Jude Henschel, Fringe CEO Heather Kroll, thank you so much. Our incredible sponsors, Uni SA, Andre Gostin again, Advertiser, Sunday Mail, Steve Huddy from Cannon Collective, Pro AV, Picture Hire, Access to Arts, and lastly, an event of this size just doesn't happen without a dedicated crew. So a big thanks to Victor, Russell, D-Tang, Simon, Lewis, Maddie, Jono, Alan, Jason, Alex, and of course our dedicated DOP, Brad Housestead, for sharing my vision and making this happen. But lastly, I just want to thank you for the continued support from our family and friends and everyone in believing keeping community TV alive. And big thanks to Channel 31 for making tonight happen. Thank you.
She was the lead in the metaphysical teen drama Seeing Scarlet, and he travels the country encouraging teens to get outdoors. Put your hands together for Elizabeth Barrett and Ethan White.
Elizabeth here. Hello everyone. Here with Elizabeth from Seeing Scarlet.
Yeah, and you're Ethan from Off the Couch with Ethan, right?
That is exactly right.
You know, I've heard you've come all the way from Adelaide. Oh, that must have been such a long trip. You know what? I've never been to Adelaide myself, but it just seems like such a cute little town. I'd love to visit.
Hang on a sec. Elizabeth, I'm sick and tired of all you eastern states judging Adelaide and South Australia, okay? I mean, we might not have the best coffee in the country, we might not be the biggest city, but I mean, many years ago we got rid of plastic bags in shops and didn't kick up a fuss about it. Yeah, that's right, yeah, that's exactly right. We've got 10-cent refunds on all our cans and bottles, yeah, how good's that? And we've got Farmers Unionised coffee. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? South Australian represent. Yeah.
Okay, Ethan, we are at an awards ceremony.
Sorry everyone.
So,
we'll get
we're
back
here
on
to
track.
present for Special Interest and Lifestyle Award. And here are the nominees.
The cellar door.
You know, the great thing about wine is that no two wines are the same, and every vintage and every region and every producer produces something different.
Punctured.
It's good. Cute, hey? Chest dermals are really popular now. It's the same with septum piercings. Seems to be a lot of people coming in to get them. I even had some myself, had them here and here. What was the pain level like out of 10? 2. 2?
Random Aussies.
How does it feel, mate, with the power? Could you feel the power rush into your head?
Wow.
That's like the real deal. That's the real McCoy. Never done that before. Another first for Random Aussies.
Emmy Lou loves.
So I'm here with Tristan from the Women's Self-Defence Network Melbourne, and he's going to run through a few tactics to get you out of trouble when you find yourself in a situation where you're either being confronted or you're being intimidated.
Talking fishing.
I think 99.9% of the people know that their licence money goes back into fishing, and now you're on the committee to decide how that money is spent. But by renewing it, you haven't got that gap between the time it expires and when you buy a new one. It'll actually mean more money goes back into fishing, and I think that is what Victoria should be doing.
New Game Plus.
I like the way they've done it, but at the same time, I don't know that it needed to be done. You're telling a good enough story as it is. You don't need to chuck in these kind of, pick your path kind of ways. I'm not a big fan of that. I never really have been a big fan of it unless it's done really, really well.
The Antenna Award for the Best Special Interest or Lifestyle Program goes to...
Talking Fishing. Congratulations.
So there you go. That's a great response, though.
Typical tradie.
That's right. It's got 5 jobs on the go at once.
That's right. Yeah, I'll be back. Just don't touch anything. I'll be
Sitting
back.
there waiting for low tide. It's a bit like waiting for paint to dry, isn't it?
Hey, I tell you what, how good is this? Big thank you to Matt Field, because 165 episodes ago we started Talking Fishing, and we are live every Tuesday night, and it's a massive job to put together a 1-hour show every week for 35 weeks a year, and seriously, we're just fishermen. We just get there and talk fishing, so we're very, very lucky that we can do what we do. Trelly and Adam are co-hosts, but there's a whole team behind that. Kevin, back in 2014, Kevin was there with hammer and nails making the set, and it sits at 31, and every week we get it out and we do this show, and it's so good. Community TV, I've got to say, just does something for the Victorian community. And, we've been able to drive agendas. We are the only television show, live television show that the Premier of Victoria and the Opposition Leader of Victoria in the last election came on. They did heaps of pre-records, heaps of news, but they came on a fishing show, and they actually promised to change fishing, and we did that with Community TV. It's so good. Thank you very much.
One half of our next set of co-presenters is an Australian comedy legend, and the other, a diabolical train wreck on legs. It's Tony Martin and Lewis from Lessons with Lewis.
Tony said I couldn't do my show business jokes that I had planned, so I guess the show must go on, as they say.
I just don't understand why you're dressed as a pizza. And you're carrying a pizza. That would seem to be redundant. Anyway, where would the art of directing be without the directors? No, I'm not reading that. The nominees for Best Direction are...
Ron Frim for Election 2019 presented by The Junction. Joe Murray and Antonio Cafaso for 31 questions. Edgar Smith Jr. for Good Afternoon Adelaide. Sarah Hickey for Debrief. Ryan Gaskett and Chris Schroeder for The Song Room. Evan Munro Smith for Australia, Get It Up Ya.
And the antenna goes to Evan Munro Smith for Australia, Get It Up Ya. Yes, indeed.
And there's not a person living who can easily explain how a farmer from the outback found his way into the game. Perhaps a breadcrumb trail of clicking led him deep into the woods. But how he got there barely matters, because the fact is, he was good.
Accepting this award on behalf of Evan Munro Smith is fellow Stupid Old Studios compadre, Beck Petratus.
Evan's really sorry he couldn't be here tonight, but now we can say everything we actually think about him, so that's great. Which is that we just really appreciate him. He directed this show. We went around the country, like we went to every capital city, and he had to deal with 4 absolute doofuses and somehow make a show, and he bloody did, and that's just amazing. I asked him what he'd want me to say if he won, and he just said, can you just say to thank people? So I'm going to thank those people again. Thanks to Channel 31, big thanks to Shane, thank you the CBF, thanks to our Possible supporters, and thank you to everyone who worked on the show. He also said to thank me. That was very nice of him. Thanks. I put that one in. But basically, I just think... I actually wrote this down, and then I was like, no, I'm going to not get my phone out. I'm going to be one of the ones who doesn't, but here we go. I just think that he also is such a good dude who is not... He doesn't really like this fanfare. When he found out he was nominated, he was so chuffed. But when he found out also that he couldn't come, unfortunately, he was kind of okay with it, because he was like, I'm either going to have to sit in the audience and not win, or I'm going to have to win and then get up and say something. So this is kind of the best scenario for him. So I'll just quietly put this on your desk, Evan. I'll see you later. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm supposed to present this one. So it's nice to meet you. I can't do that. Get a pizza. This talent can't do that. Crust. Trust me, you'll have no. Woof, woof. I'm a puppy-roni. That's a spicy meatball. And then the nominees for best camera work are.
Josh Mitchell-Frey for Debrief. Nota Dominante for Dominant Note. Evan Munro Smith for Australia, Get It Up Ya. Beyond the Divide. Top Property, Oasis in the Dunes. Kelly Hildreth, Benjamin Seng Suvan, and Kyle Horton for The Cellar Door.
It's a spicy meat and for God's sake. The winner is Beyond the Divide. Yes.
The New South Wales, as you head out from the east coast, the soil turns from grey through to black. But when it finally turns red, that's when you know you're really out west and you're in goat country.
Thank you. Firstly, I want to thank C31 for putting on such a fantastic night. It's great to be able to get together and enjoy the opportunity and diversity that community television provides. For me personally, to win this award is a big achievement and something I'm extremely proud of. We've worked hard over the last 6 years to continually improve our filming and production skills. I'm extremely happy with what we've been able to accomplish. I feel fortunate for the opportunity I've had filming for Beyond the Divide. A big thank you to Rob Fickling for having faith that a 23-year-old kid with no formal training could make a great cameraman. None of this would be possible without the ongoing support of our sponsors, and for this, I know both Rob and I are very grateful. Once again, to C31 for providing a platform for so many shows to get their start. Thank you.
It's important to remember that it's an honour just to be nominated. No matter what happens, everyone is, in a way, a winner. Especially the losers. We'll be right back.
Top Notch Trophies is a proud family-owned business that caters for any event and budget. They are also proud supporters of the 2019 Antenna Awards, celebrating 25 years of Channel 31, sponsoring this year's Best Sport Program category. For more, head to topnotchtrophies.com.au.
Transport Hotel is a celebration destination. Located at Melbourne's iconic Fed Square, it's 3 levels of dining, live music, rooftop views and spectacular event spaces. Transport Hotel is also home to some of the best free live music. Catch a band downstairs in the public bar or up at the rooftop at Transit Bar Thursday to Sunday. Bringing in the new year or barracking for your team, whatever the plan, Transport Hotel will get you there.
When it comes to community TV, there's only 2 things for certain: fishing and footy. Our next presenters host 2 of Channel 31's most popular programs. It's David Kramer from Talking Fishing and Daryl Pittman from the local footy show.
Very much. I'm pretty lucky, Daryl, because I'm just coming into fishing season, but you've come back from annual leave because the footy's over.
Yes, yeah, well, a little bit of a break now for the footy, but congratulations too on a well-deserved award, David.
Thanks, mate.
And it's interesting that I think, seeing the clips of your show, that our shows give a voice to the people that the commercial channels don't do. They don't do
hang
it...
on, what about Married at First Sight? Doesn't that give...
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, no. What about Love Island?
Local footy and fishing.
That's good, isn't it?
And the issues you're bringing up, and thanks to Channel 31 and community television, we get that voice out there from the people. And
absolutely.
That's great.
And putting together a show is not just about someone standing in front of a camera and talking and great talent and all that sort of stuff, because there's so much that goes into a show, and the next award is just one of those components, having some really good sound. So the nominations for the outstanding sound in a program are...
Kelly Hildreth for the Cellar Door. Sam O'Cowell for the Song Room. Brett Tippett for Live at Spectrum 2018 season finale. Beyond the Divide. Francis McKenna, Alex Marshall, Edward Hurst, Chrissy Karpinski and James Bull for Live on Bowen. Good afternoon, Adelaide.
This is turning into a very big evening for Adelaide. The winner is Good Afternoon, Adelaide.
Tragedy in Port Adelaide today. Several injured and one still missing as a bus and a bridge are destroyed in a careless publicity stunt gone wrong. Good afternoon, I'm Ray Goodyear. Well, thank you very much. You know, good sound is often overlooked, probably because you can't see it. On the other hand, bad sound is unheard of. For obvious reasons, you can't hear it. Or at least you can hear it, but you can't understand what they're saying. Anyway, on behalf of the team at Good Afternoon Adelaide, thank you for this Audible award. Thank you very much.
Well, not only is sound a very important component of producing a television show, so too is editing. And if you don't get the editing right, it's like housework. You mightn't see, you just see what's not done properly and you can show up the blemishes. So editing, very important component. And the nominees for outstanding editing in a program are...
John Stokes for Emmylou Loves. Top Property, Oasis in the Dunes. The Raucous Caucus. Beyond the Divide. Good afternoon, Adelaide. Ryan Bird for Debrief.
Adelaide's not getting it all their way because I'll never forgive them for that 1997 grand final when they beat the Saints, I tell you what. So they're not getting it. The winner is John Stokes for Emmylou Loves.
Bathers or being in a wetsuit, you know, to be able to experience that, jump in the water, float around, see dolphins, swim with seals. Imagine if you didn't get to do that because you're worried about what people are thinking about you or what you look like.
It's actually really awkward because I'm actually wearing the exact same thing that I'm in the booklet, so no one look at the booklet from this point on. I just want to say, obviously, I'll start with a big thank you to Channel 31 because obviously, you know, they start so many people's careers, mine included, because I started at RMIT. Mine, it wasn't a good start because I think my first night on the job, I actually fainted while on camera on live TV, so that was really awkward. But also, I just want to thank, you know, my fiance who supported me throughout this whole time because I was actually working full-time during it, so I was editing to the late hours of the morning with 2 kids on weekends, but it was well worth it, obviously. And just want to thank Andrew, who assisted edited me for this, who was my assistant editor for this, sorry. And obviously, the biggest thank you goes to Emmylou, who gave me the opportunity to actually do it. What she's done with this show is absolutely amazing. She's pretty much done it all herself. I've taken a little part in the producing, but it's all her. So big round of applause for her, if that's okay.
reporting live from the control room. I know what you're thinking, Deakin Edge spectacular. It does. Look at this glamorous volunteer crew, and I tell you what, it smells fantastic in here. There's a smell of hard work, determination, and the anxiety that any moment you could get shut down. And it is our very happy duty to give to you right now the nominees for Best Theme Song.
Fish Cam.
Clap and thank Fish TV. Wow.
Camera pointed at a tank.
Here we are. There you are. What are you doing now?
Watching fish cam, fish cam, fish cam, 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 cam.
The Song Room.
Some days you gotta be strong. Yeah, you're picking up the pieces of a life that you've loved and lost. Some days will drive you crazy, but good times, sunshine ahead.
Under the Milky Way. Written by Damon Smith.
A heart must bend before it breaks. Just like the moon, and I'm like the sun. And my rise has just begun.
Nota Dominante. For dominant note. Good afternoon, Adelaide.
And now the honour goes to our hard-working director, Antonio. Antonio, who is the winner?
The winner of Outstanding Theme Song in a Program is Damon Smith for Under the Milky Way.
And we cross to Damon Smith live in our studio right now.
Well, that's fantastic. I did not expect that. And thank you so much. What a wonderful thing. The first thing I ever won in my life was a voucher for a chicken and chips. And that was for River Rooster, which was in Margaret River in Western Australia. And when I went to collect the prize, there was nothing there. There was no shop. It wasn't just closed, it was a vacant block. It was very funny. And, you know, there was stuff strewn across there, a couple of old mouldy potatoes in the ground and some old fryer equipment. And I took a bag, you know those foil bags you can put chips in, and I've got that at home. It's soiled, but it's a good... Anyway, I never got my chicken and chips, so thank you very much for that. And thank you for everyone that donated their time. Well, I paid some people to perform on the song, and thank you very much. What a wonderful thing to have happen. Thank you. We're going to perform a song for you. This is Mr. Trent McKenzie. Yes, on the bass. And Mr. Phil Collins on the drum kit. Watching the sun and his romance with the moon. She's never seen the sunlight fill a darkened room. Ah, but who might have seen it and debate the sun and the moon and their fate? Perhaps they're in love.
'cause I'm a liar, a thief on the take. And I know a heart must bend before it breaks. You're just like the moon, I'm like the sun. And my rise has just and I'm dumb, but it's wise to mention I'm just a man to you and you. Ah, with a kick, a smile, and a wink of the eye. Well, you know that I'm in love. Well, I'm a liar, a thief on the tape, and I know a heart must bend before it breaks. You're just like the moon, I'm like the sun. And my rise has just begun.
Thank you, sir.
This has been my favourite 2019 Antenna Awards. And we're only over halfway through. Stick around, there's more to come right after this short break.
Getting ready for your next outdoor adventure is an absolute breeze with Oz Bush Gear. Top brands trusted by the bushwalkers, campers, fishermen and hunters of Australia. And we can provide you with advice on the right gear for you. Oz Bush Gear are also proud supporters of the 2019 Antenna Awards, sponsoring this year's Best Outdoor and Recreational Program category. So visit ozbushgear.com.au. Oz Bush Gear, your online store for outdoor equipment. Machines Plus Australia are the experts in garment printing, heat transfers, dye sublimation and UV printing. We also specialise in garment printer maintenance with partners all across Australia and can arrange to fix and maintain your printer so it's running at its best. Machines Plus are proud sponsors of the 2019 Antenna Awards, celebrating 25 years of Channel 31, supplying all the amazing crew t-shirts for the live production team. For more, visit machinesplus.com.au.
Welcome back. Our next co-presenters feature a multi-talented comedian and artist and one of Monash journalism's brightest young news presenters. It's Madeline Culp and Tavleen Singh.
Hi, I'm Tavleen, the presenter of The Struggle.
Hi, I'm Madeline Culp. I'm from Arnie Plop Plop's Useless Shop.
Imagination is everywhere, and we look forward to it as the coming attractions of life, and one of them being creativity.
Creativity, it's what sets us apart from robots, right? I mean, think of all the creative things humans have done. Created penicillin, the steam engine, and those hats with the little fan on it that blows. It's amazing. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce to you the nominees for the most outstanding creative achievement.
The Cellar Door.
Oldest
in Australia
known bottle of Australian red wine in existence.
Wow.
There was an older one, but when it went to auction, the auctioneer actually dropped it. And so this became the oldest one. So
oh my goodness.
I don't think that guy was too popular.
The Leak.
I received a saucy friend request the other day. We have no mutual friends. No mutual friends, but I think she's the one.
Under the Milky Way.
I bumped into an old friend and she told me all about this historic observatory that's just a couple of kilometres away. Yeah, you know the one. I'm telling you what, it's It's amazing. It's the heart and soul of this community. I don't know if you know that, but it's beautiful, it's important, and they're trying to shut it down. Can you believe that?
Top property.
It's going to be our very own coastal oasis in the back beach sands of Blairgowrie, and we're going to show you just how we did it. So I suppose all that's left now is to make a splash.
Seeing Scarlet.
That's okay, Beck. I'm just glad you got to play. But...
Hey, Scar. That was Dad. Mum's case has been reopened.
Silent comedy.
And the winner is Seeing Scarlet.
I need you. Come on. I've been waiting for you. I need you to take something back from me.
I know where we are.
Oh wow, hello everyone. What an honour to be up here receiving this tonight. Seeing Scarlet is a metaphysical teen drama and it explores themes of a spiritual nature. And we got to create a film where our main actress here, our main character was seeing auras and healing with her hands and doing some really exciting things that I hadn't seen done on screen before. And it was something that I had first envisioned 20 years ago and was very excited to have the opportunity to put it up there on screen. I want to thank Channel 31 for giving me this fantastic platform to get up there, to put our show up there. Community Broadcasting Foundation, who gave us the funding to create this show and the freedom to get a genre up there that had never been done before. We had some amazing cast. This is Lizzie and Zach, who are part of our cast. And most of our cast were 12 to 17 years old, with a few adult supporting cast. And then we had about 30 university students come on board and volunteer, and it was amazing to see my vision come onto screen, and I was very excited about it. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, guys.
Now joining us on stage to present our youth categories are two up-and-coming youngsters who assure us they're both still in their 20s. Please welcome Matt Stewart and George Gaylor.
Yeah, hey, whoa.
Hey. Hi, everyone. Hello, fellow youth. We're here to present an award for the best youth program.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, George,
Yes,
what
Matt.
does the youth mean to you?
What does youth mean to me? I guess it's like a special kind of motivation that's fueled by the thought that you can do anything, you can go anywhere. I guess like, hope.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you, whoever clapped.
To me, it's sort of like people, only younger. And the nominees are...
Melbourne Underground.
Wax Museum Records is a store located right next to the Underground station here in Melbourne.
The Rushed Behind.
So we've only got 2 more games left of the 3. Jeez. We're off to a flyer.
You want the
here.
season to end as a Saints fan.
Either way, let's have a look at the results from round 20. You got that one right.
31 questions.
93 seconds of rapid-fire questions. 1 point for a correct answer. 1 point off if you are an idiot. Whoever has the most points at the end of this round will be declared tonight's 31 questions demagogue.
Off the couch with Ethan.
Well, I'm here at the Cape Otway Light Station, a picturesque location right in the heart of the Great Ocean Road. Now, what is the Cape Otway Light Station? Well, let's go find out.
The Struggle.
Welcome back to those of you on Channel 31. Your home is a sacred place and you're allowed to be picky about who you let into the sacred abode.
Seeing Scarlett.
Scarlett's looking for something. She's been having dreams about her mum. She reckons she had to come here to find something.
And the winner is Melbourne Underground.
Oh, what an amazing city we live in. And what an opportunity we have to continue to make Melbourne one of the best places in the world for music.
You're totally right, Dylan. I've had a great time presenting the best underground music in town, and it was awesome sharing it with you.
Oh, stop it, Imogen. It's been a pleasure. And thank you to Jamie as well for reporting for us.
Thank you. I've really enjoyed being a part of this.
Oh my God! Oh, hello everybody. How you doing? This is just we weren't expecting this. I feel like I'm on Eurovision. It's wonderful. Wow! Television is just the most incredible thing, isn't it? We get to, put our light into people's homes and we get to light up their faces and hopefully get a smile out of them. And I think maybe we've become a little bit desensitized. We have billions of people on the planet and everyone seems to be making content these days. But I think it's still so important to remember that even if you inspire one person or a single person watches your show, the millions of people that see our shows, it is just so inspiring that we have the ability to do that. And it was only possible for students like us to get that through Channel 31's incredible thing that you guys do. It is so inspiring, and thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. It is just the most wonderful thing. Thank you, really, Channel. Thank you. I'll try and make this really, really quick, but Melbourne Underground was, in every sense of the word, a nightmare to make. We went through emotional breakdowns, we lost relationships, we had a power outage. I was up for over 60 hours making the show. But we absolutely have to say the biggest thank you to our sponsor, the Deakin University and Bendigo Bank, Deakin University Community Bank, who actually paid for our show and got it made. And thank you so much to Deakin University. And Liz Bolch, who is in the audience. Thank you so much, Liz, for believing in us. Our show was a little assignment that we had at our university, and we were able to turn it into a TV show. There are a million people that I need to thank. They know who they are, but especially our big team here. Thank you so much to all the artists that we had on the show and every single person that gave up their time. We used all of our favours, so I don't know how I'm going to remake them, but thank you so much, guys. This really, really is incredible. Thank you.
And a big thank you to Joshua Machuca for being the best director in the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's exuberance, excitement.
Whoa, hey,
I'm
to be young
so
again.
tired.
Oh my God. Yeah, there was a lot going on there and I loved it.
Yep.
I loved it all.
Me too. More youth.
Oh.
More awards for youth.
Yeah, I tell you what though.
The acceptance speech bar's been set pretty high.
It has, yeah. The youth have done it. It's a great time for youth. Think of, people like Malala and Greta Thunberg, doing awesome things out there in the world.
Pretty solid work.
Yep.
But have either of them ever sculled a 2-litre bottle of Farmers Union iced coffee in under a minute? I have.
Confident they.
Yeah, that was.
No, you're right. That's a very good point.
Yep. Guys, the nominees for Best Youth Personality are
Nicholas Durbano for the rushed behind.
See this?
Scarf.
See this? See this? The pies.
He's gonna throw it.
The pies.
Is he gonna throw it?
Do you know what happened on Saturday night?
Ethan White for Off the Couch with Ethan.
Now in this episode, I'm heading to southwest Victoria to visit the fantastic Great Ocean Road and the stunning Otways.
Dilruk Cowell for Half Hour.
It tackles racism by holding people in power accountable, but how exactly do you do that?
Tavleen Singh for The Struggle.
But we cross to our fangirl correspondent, who is one of the victims of the gruesome Twitter spoiler fest and has a vengeful message of her own.
Nikita Angelina Burling for Undercurrent.
There's face painting, there's fun activities for the family, and very, very delicious food. That's really good.
Ben Cardwell for The Struggle.
It doesn't matter who you vote for as long as you vote. As long as it's not the Greens, I guess, or the Labor Party, or any independents. Fuck it, just vote for whoever you want. Get out there, do your thing.
The winner of the 2019 Youth Personality of the Year is Nicholas Durbano.
You couldn't use the other side, could you? You decide to rub it off and write your little floor pans and put your little sticky notes. Don't touch my whiteboard again. So, to Nathan Vardy, I reckon Nathan Vardy, you're off the list. That's like, I'll give you a warning. But to ever touch my whiteboard, you've just made the list.
Well done, man. Great.
Wow, not going to lie, I did not prepare anything for this because, in all honesty, I didn't even expect to win. This is very surreal, not going to lie. When I think about it, only 3 years ago, I was struggling to speak in front of my own VC English class, 20 people in there. Now there's a sold-out Deakin Edge and thousands of people watching around the country, and I'm Youth Personality of the Year. It's just surreal. So I'm lost for words, in all honesty. But I want to say a special thank you to all the judges who nominated me and also chose me as the recipient. Kudos to everybody else. You're doing some fantastic work week in, week out here on Community TV. Special thank you to Channel 31 for giving us the chance over the past year. You guys have been absolutely superb. And also to RMIT University, all the techies, and Phil and Luke are here. They wanted their special kudos. Yep, give them a wave. I want to say thank you to all the crew. They've volunteered all their time every week coming in. We've faced our own adversities. You know, we've had fire drills. We've had everything possibly go wrong. And also a special thank you to our director, Will Watson. He's been an absolute gun this year. And to the cast, Athos, Brooke, Chris, I couldn't do it without you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you three. You guys are absolute gems. And once again, thank you very much. Let's enjoy the rest of the night.
She's the host of the popular program Maltese Down Under, and he's a Tai Chi master winning senior citizens' hearts on Move It or Lose It. Put your hands together for Marlene Cicluna and Master Han Jin Song.
Is her Ata Itataiba.
Now that's good evening in Maltese. Now let's see what you think of my Mandarin. Wan Shang Hao.
Very good.
100%. What a great celebration of Community TV, bringing together all this amazing talent.
Not just the talents, it also brings together all our different cultures.
I agree, Sung. In fact, having worked on SBS for a number of years, I can't commend Channel 31 highly enough for filling a void by giving multicultural communities like ours a very important visual platform like no other, bringing us closer to our communities.
And it wouldn't be possible for me to have my Tai Chi program on any other channel than Channel 31. So, thank you for giving us and our community this opportunity.
And on that note, let's see the nominees for Outstanding Contribution to Community via program.
Broadcast Radio Australia.
3KND 1503 AM digital sounds, live streaming. You got the G-Man and AJ. Check us out.
Oz African TV.
Growing up in South Sudan, as a young boy, did you have a dream?
I had a curiosity of knowing how people get inside a TV. And yeah, since then, that curiosity just kind of became my drive.
Bent TV.
I feel it's important to have that engagement and allow for people to know what we're all about and to allow other people from the GRBTI wider community to know what we're about.
Vibe Nation, stop the violence. QTV.
But finally, we're going to take a look back in time now, just how the power of a kiss can change public opinion, from the Woolshed Bar Kiss-It in the 1970s.
Spacequake Sports.
Yeah, dangerous times here for West Torrens.
Another bunt. That one stayed in the field of play. Atkins takes off on the throw. Tag play made at home.
And the winner of Outstanding Contribution to Community by a program, and she dressed the part tonight, is Oz African TV.
There's normally 10 of them, but today there's 3. But I can guarantee you it'll be amazing nonetheless. Lamin Sonko and the African Intelligence, take it away, guys.
Hi everyone. What a great night of celebration of diversity. It's just incredible to be here. I have, on behalf of Oz African TV as the producer and founder of it, I have a long list of people to thank, but we'll be here all night, so people know who they are, they know their contribution from the start when we did our pilot episode. The crew that I used to work with on Neighbours, they came along with me and they helped me put it together, so thank you guys. And also thank you to every single person who listened to me when this was just some thoughts in my head and humored me and gave me the space to kind of dream about this. So thank you to all of you, you know your names. But most importantly, for me to be able to create this platform with all of the people that came along with me, I would like to thank my children because they are an inspiration and they give me courage when you know, all of you know it gets very challenging and you use up your favors and you know, all of that sort of stuff. So, and also I want to say because of them, this is way bigger than me, it's way bigger than us, because what it says, what Oz African TV says to every black and brown child is that their faces matter, their story is important, and that it is okay to look at other people who look like them and know that they can dream. And also to know that it's always a good time to celebrate themselves, and you know, self-reflection in storytelling is super important. So for Oz African TV to be here, it's absolutely special for me, and I know for every single member of the Oz African TV family as well. And most importantly, Channel 31, thank you so much for creating this platform for all of us who are able to share not only our personal diverse stories, but the Australian stories, to be able to see what Australia is. So thank you so much.
There's still plenty more show to go. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
We are running hideously behind time, so no, not time to muck around. Let's get straight into it. I would like to welcome onto stage, joining me is, and representing the Victorian Multicultural Commission, please welcome Tina Hassini.
Good evening, everyone. It is so humbling to be invited to speak tonight and have the opportunity to share the stage with such inspirational and talented members within the community television sector. As a commissioner with the Victorian Multicultural Commission, I have the privilege to link our state government with our culturally and linguistically diverse communities. We want to ensure our communities are heard, empowered, and supported. We believe that every Victorian, no matter their background, should enjoy the same freedoms and opportunities to meaningfully participate in society. Having the opportunity to both produce and enjoy diverse media is a critical part of this equity. Diversity in media is important on so many levels. It seeks to promote inclusion and reduce isolation by enabling diverse communities to enjoy programming that reflects their backgrounds. But it also promotes multiculturalism by introducing viewers to individuals and groups who they may not otherwise be familiar with. Victoria's diversity is an asset, and the work of Channel 31 works very hard to acknowledge and celebrate this diversity. Which leads me to the award category of Best Culturally and Linguistically Diverse Programs. And the nominees are
Meraki TV.
Φωτογραφίες 2,5-3 χρονών που είμαι με μικρόφωνο, τραγουδάω.
Any NBC Multicultural AFL Football TV show.
I mean, there won't be many teams in this competition who could be like that many goals behind and then bounce back.
Yeah. The Shtick.
Well, it's been really great to introduce you to our viewers because our viewers really need to know where to get gluten-free.
Regional Italian cuisine.
When I think about chocolate, I think about Florentines, chocolate chip cookies, I think about sucker torte, forest cake, all that sort of stuff. So it's been with us for many, many years.
Russian news time.
Traditionally, the Maslenitsa week concludes with 40 days of fasting until Orthodox Easter, similar to Lent in the Western Christian calendar.
Sputnik.
And the winner is Sputnik.
Thank you very much. For 25 years, we left all other businesses, just only Sputnik on Channel 31. So thank you for recognizing our efforts, and please watch our program 4 times per week, on Sunday at 4 o'clock, on Wednesday at 4 o'clock, and thank you, Channel 31, for keeping us still busy. Thank you.
To present the award for the Best Culturally and/or Linguistically Diverse Personality of the Year, please welcome Dorcas Mafaleka and Dilruk Cowell.
Hello again, Beck. So soon.
Congratulations, Dorcas.
Thank
well
you.
done.
Thank you. Now, as I mentioned in my speech, Channel 31 has always been striving to be a place that's so inclusive for talents from different backgrounds.
Absolutely, and as 2 women of colour living in Australia, it gives me immense pleasure to announce nominees for the Best Culturally and Linguistically Diverse Personality of the Year. So the nominees are...
Marlene Cicluna for Maltese Down Under.
Niltaqgħu ma' kantawtur żagħżugħ li fil-ġimgħat li ġejjin ser iniedi l-ewwel EP tiegħu u fl-aħħar nett ix-xef u awtriċi Sharon Spiteri ser tagħmlilna torta tal-marmurat.
Gabriel D'Angelo for All About Ailey.
But without sounding like there's some sort of conspiracy theory or anything like that, it does genuinely feel like that there are people in positions of authority that deliberately do not want football to grow.
Harbour Singh Kang for NEMBC Multicultural AFL Panel Show.
But you know the names you mentioned, Cripes, Mackay, everyone. Without them, it's very hard to believe that that Carlton can come up with a win.
Marina Balkina for Russian News Time.
So many people came together to celebrate the unity of our communities.
Vanessa Gatica for NEMBC Multicultural AFL Panel Show.
While on Saturday at the MCG, Hawthorn was a bit unlucky to lose to the West Coast by a goal.
Bernd Merkel for All About A-League.
In other sports worldwide there are opportunities. Of course in Australia it's different, but you need to go along that pathway and at least try and give it a go.
And the winner for Best Culturally and Linguistically Diverse Personality is Habir Singh Khan.
Commentators and others can see it on the cameras that are available to them. I'm pretty sure they can figure that out too. And that's something needs to be done about that.
Thank God I'm not here to present the award. I'm actually here to receive. Yeah, it's been a great journey. Thanks, Channel 31, for giving us the opportunity. And also, so that I don't really muck up, I'll probably read a little bit. First of all, I would like to thank God for his blessings, for this opportunity. Then my family, especially my wife, because on Monday night she had to do with something she really hates, night driving, when I'm recording the program. And and special thanks to NEMBC. Russell, Viv, sometimes your ideas seem far-fetched, but I believe we are getting there. Also, I would like to thank 3ZZZ, where I've learned so much and I'm still learning. Huge thanks to AFL for believing in us, giving us this show, supporting us in every way possible. And thanks a lot to CBF for believing in our vision and supporting us until now. And hopefully this, our contribution and CBF's contribution goes on for a longer period of time. And last but not the least, I would like to thank the camera crew as well at Channel 31. Guys, I've mentioned you, so make sure no secrets get out how we get it done. Thanks a lot.
Making their way on stage, one the host of the popular music program The Song Room, and the other the host of community TV classic regional Italian cuisine. Please welcome Jess Maguire and Caterina Borsato.
Well, hi Jess.
Hi.
Welcome everybody. Of course we're here to present the best factual program in current affairs and interview, but I was going to say, Jess, my life isn't very much about fact, you know. How's yours?
I love facts. I still don't fully understand them, neither does science, but that's why we're so lucky to have the programs that are nominated this evening to show us about facts. On a serious note, though, I think in a post-truth world, it's really nice to have a new generation of people prepared to show us what the world is really like, and I think every one of the nominees should be applauded for that.
Yes, absolutely. So, without further ado, the nominees are...
Half Hour.
We'll be interested to see if the discussions facilitate any change in our biggest sporting codes. In Melbourne, Isabella Hassel, Half Hour.
The Modern Middle East.
The extraordinary history and culture of the Middle East is in constant contention with the instability that plagues the region.
Saving the Sanctuary. Bent TV.
Every couple that I've married, same-sex couple, has told me that the emotion is just off the scale, and I've found that as well, that often all the guests are crying, that the couple is crying, I'm crying.
Kicking Goals. A year in the life of a SASTA student.
SASTA has taught me about cultural awareness and identity.
I reckon it's good, just to go in it and have that support to get through, because you never know what if they might not be able to get through if they don't have that support.
Jethro Heller, Tales of a City.
Pentridge Prison has always been a place of fear, punishment and oppression. Through recently discovered letters written between 1983 and 1987, we get a real perspective of what it was like to be a prisoner in Pentridge.
And the winner of Best Factual Current Affairs or Interview Program is Jethro Heller, Tales of a City.
Just down here was where the prison hospital used to be, and the chief medical officer, Mr. Siemens, was famous for telling prisoners, if you have a heart attack, I'm going to let you die, because I'm not putting my mouth on yours. Such was the level of care here in Pentridge. Indeed. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to very much thank Channel 31 and Channel 44 for keeping community television alive. Secondly, I would like to thank the people that are most important in this entire equation, and that is the viewing audience. Without them, we are nothing. I'd also like to thank all of the people that have worked on Tales of a City, Leonie Grace, Anita Donlan, who helped me with Tales from Pentridge. It's a story that has taken 37 years and 9 months to complete, and this is the perfect ending. I thank you all very, very much, and I hope you have a fabulous night.
Our next co-presenters spent the 2019 AFL season covering all the action on RMIT's The Rush Behind. Give it up for Nicholas Diobano and Brooke Varney.
Brooke, Nick, in case that wasn't already clear, and we know we're running out of time here, so keep it very short and sweet.
Of course. So the nominees for Outstanding Journalism are
Half Hour.
Advocating against mandatory sentencing. It's certainly not asking for more lenient sentences. Rather, we're looking for more sensible ones.
The Local Footy Show.
Up towards the half-forward flank, and the umpires are not going to take any sort of after-the-play rubbish whatsoever.
Footy's different to what it was back then, honestly. It was life or death back then. You dare not walk the streets of Watertown the day before the grand final.
Dr. Pam.
By all means, spread your culture to your children, but do it through a love of country rock music. Scar them in a different way, a reversible way.
2019 Night of Stars Danceport Championships for Undercurrent.
But with famous movies like Strictly Ballroom and even TV shows, dancing has come back into the spotlight with a new generation who love the style.
The Struggle.
But instead, by loading poison-laced sausages onto an aeroplane and dropping 50 foul snags per square kilometre around Western Australia.
Construction Row 8, John and Marlon Zilster unseen footage for Undercurrent.
There's more submissions to the EPA on this project than there has been in any other WA project. So that just shows you the depth of knowledge by a huge amount of professors and people who are experts in this area saying this land is too precious.
And the winner is...
Half Hour.
We've got proposals from Matthew Guy, who wants to put police in schools with high people of colour. We've got proposals on both sides of the aisle around really authoritarian and draconian changes to anti-association laws and proposed changes to bail and sentencing and parole. So at the end of the day, what this narrative means, is more permission, more resources for the over-policing of people of colour. And we already know this is a problem. Research shows that if you are of African descent, you're a young person of African descent, you're at least 2.4 times more likely to be stopped by police than non-African folk.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, my team couldn't be here with me tonight, but they would have thanked me anyway, so it's okay. 2 women were producers of Half Hour, and 2 women of colour were hosts, and this was my first show in Australia, so I'm kind of shaking right now. So it's, I don't know, thank you very much. Thanks, Channel 31 and Tina for the acknowledgement. And my mum and dad are here, and Michael's here. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage General Manager of Channel 31 Melbourne, Matt Field.
The Contribution to Community TV Award has been named in honour of a person who truly epitomises the spirit and purpose and potential of community TV, Stella Young. Stella Young was a trailblazer. She had a vision that one day she would be able to see disabled people represented on TV in all sorts of roles. The program she created for community TV, No Limits, gave a platform for that vision. And I think it's fair to say that a program like No Limits, risk-taking, revolutionary, wouldn't have been given a chance on national or commercial broadcasters when it started back in 2003. It found its natural home on community TV. Representation and diversity on our screens is incredibly important for our sense of who we are as a society. And nowhere will you see the full spectrum of representation like you will on community television. As many of you are well aware, the last few years for community TV has been difficult to say the least. But I want to tell everyone here tonight that we're fighting hard to secure the long-term future for community TV, where it belongs, on TV. Our inspiration to fight hard for community TV is driven by people like Stella and like tonight's winner, who want to tell their stories, share their cultures, test new formats and take risks. And they almost always do it on a voluntary basis and driven by passion. Tonight's winner of the Stella Young Contribution to Community TV Award epitomises these qualities. For 2 decades, tonight's winner has produced an hour of high-quality TV every single week that celebrates his culture and shares it with the broader community. His program, the Sri Lanka Morning Show, is one of the most watched cultural programs on C31 because of its relevance and its important role in connecting its community. He's done it on an entirely voluntary basis, using his own resources with little fanfare and little recognition until tonight for doing so. He does it because he's passionate about giving something back to his community. For me, this epitomises the spirit, the purpose, and the potential for community TV. So the winner of the Stella Young Contribution to Community TV Award tonight is Nimal Elvis.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ජනාධිපතිවරණය සඳහා ඉදිරිපත් වන
6 to 8 hours. So this way it gives you this.
So I had a go at it, and this is the end result, a book of poetry. Which
යම්කිසි පරිත්‍යාගයක් කරනවද එහෙම නැත්නම් යම්කිසි
This is Sri Lankan tea, which smells like lemongrass. It's really sweet.
Firstly, I want to thank Channel 31. Actually, so far I have completed 836 program episodes. I can't believe. Huge thank. Huge thanks to sponsors, especially Esther Jackson, helping me from the beginning, very beginning, and also to my Sri Lanka Morning Show team, including my wife, Sugita and Imavi, and my other daughter Hasini. They have been with helping me from the very beginning. And also Sri Lankan community helping me from the very beginning as well. Thank you very much.
After the break, the exciting conclusion to the 2019 Antenna Awards, live from Deakin Edge in Melbourne.
We've got 2 more awards to go, and our penultimate award is for Personality of the Year. Here are the nominees.
Simon Taylor for Live on Bowen.
If you didn't know, Live on Bowen had 2 hosts before me, so to help me out with the monologue, please welcome former host Rob Lloyd, our former host Aaron McCarthy. Get up here, fella.
Ethan White for Off the Couch with Ethan.
I hope I have inspired teenagers and their families to come down to Southwest Victoria. It really is such an amazing area.
George Gaylor for The Cellar Door.
Delightful.
Well, thank you so much, Derek.
No problem.
Thanks for hosting us here. Thanks for this delicious wine.
Thank you for coming, and I hope you've enjoyed.
I have.
Cheers.
Emmy Lou McCarthy for Emmy Lou Loves.
So I think from last night, what I saw were so many women that were just so empowered by what we talked about.
Craig Whiskers Vasey for The Shed Show.
Hundreds of bikes and cars pumping to the sounds of great bands to rockers, hipsters, petrol heads and greasers.
Ben Cardwell for The Struggle.
You've got a number, your preferences for each candidate one by one. It also means that it lets the smaller parties get a bit of a look in, so it's not just the two parties dominating every time.
David M. Green for 31 Questions.
It's funny because I can relate to this because my parents' names are Mike and Carol.
Oh, wow, the Brady's, yeah.
The Brady bunch, yeah. Oh, there you go, there's a point for you.
Nice.
Jess Maguire for The Song Room.
Tell me how you write your music.
This was actually written on the plane.
Oh, while you were crying?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's making good use of your time.
My tears are actually on the music.
You have brown tears? They're not
Yes.
tears. They're not tears.
And the award goes to Emmy Lou McCarthy.
It had such an impact on me. My heart was pounding, and yeah, I got to say, it did. It triggered a lot of memories of certain attacks and situations that I have been in.
How can we give people courage to speak up? And the only way I know how to do that is by filming things like this.
Wow, I know we don't have a lot of time and they had to put the most emotional episode up. Thank you so much. I'll keep it short and sweet then. Firstly, thank you to my gorgeous team that are all with me tonight. This doesn't happen without a very small bunch of people surrounding me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you to my beautiful, beautiful man, A-Love, Aaron Love, and my gorgeous kids who allow me to share my life, my family, and my passions. You all know, you're all in the room, it takes a lot of sacrifice to do TV in general, but just to follow your dreams, right? And sacrifice comes in the way of family sometimes and time spent with your loved ones. Thank you to my co-host Christian Hull, who would kill me if I didn't say thank you, and he'll put it all over social media to his 150,000 followers. So big thank you, Christian. Yeah, yo. And lastly, and most importantly, thank you to my community, my beautiful community at home watching right now, and to all the people that will celebrate when I chuck this on my Instagram. This show is about you. This TV station is about you, and I'm all about you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. It's time for the final award of the evening. The award is for the Program of the Year. And the nominees are...
The Struggle.
Oh, Stuart, maybe you should just stay away from YouTube. We now cross to Pauline's #1 fan for her opinion on the issue.
Australia, get it up ya.
Blurch Herfgrog moved into the area 6 months ago. He doesn't see the problem with the changes the goblins have brought to the area.
Sonicsburg.
I can barely even remember what I liked about living in Melbourne.
How about the coffee?
Yeah, okay, that I miss.
The Leak with Pat McCaffrey.
With Labor figures labelling him King Rat, which is obviously ridiculous because there is no way Latham could ever rise to be in charge of a group of rats.
Off the Couch with Ethan.
This place is absolutely spectacular. It's just wonderful. Panoramic views, most spectacular location. It's like standing on the edge of the world.
Debrief.
They have a sale on at the moment, and if we both join up, I think it will be cheaper, but I'm working for the rest of the week.
So could we join a gym after I have finished coming down?
Yeah.
Emmy Lou loves.
There's nothing quite like driving down the coast when it's dark and it's still the morning, and then slowly the sun rises and you see this beautiful ocean, this beautiful coastline, and you're in the car with your mates just laughing.
The modern Middle East.
A lot of the content that we cover throughout the show focuses on regional politics and conflict. But we also want to spend a bit of time exploring some of the beautiful destinations and unique experiences that the Middle East has to offer.
And the final award for the evening goes to La La Land. No, sorry. What's the experience? No, don't worry about it. We didn't get a chance to do it when that movie. Anyway, we had to do it today. Folks, the winner of the program of the year is The Leak with Pat McCaffrey.
Hansen is preferencing an actual Nazi ahead of Liberal and Labor in the Longman by-election. Jim Salayam, and I've no idea if I'm saying his last name right, but I don't care, who wants to end immigration and abolish multiculturalism, has previously denied being a Nazi. But, as you can see in this photo here, he is a Nazi. That's him on the far right, by the way.
Wow, thank you so much. Yeah, I have to keep this quick, so I wasn't expecting to win. And I should be clear, I didn't shake Dilruk's hand just because I'm quite ill at the moment, and also I think you're beneath me. I mean, did you ever win Show of the Year? No, you didn't, so forget it. Feel like I've lost the crowd now, but that's all right. None of you won Show of the Year either, so whatever. So I just don't applaud that. So I just need to thank some people quickly. Everyone who worked on the show, you know who they are, you know who you are. You're all excellent. I need to thank RMIT TV, Channel 31. I need to thank the correspondents on the show, Eve Ellenbogen, Matt Young. Who else worked on the show? Rose Bishop and Aurelia St. Clair, who were all excellent and gave up a lot of their time. And lastly, I need to thank the two people behind me, Mike Beckham and Zane Elvis DeCourcy, who convinced me that I could do this show and then absolutely were the reason that it worked. So thanks very much, guys, and thank you very much. Bye.
Folks, that is it from us here at the 2019 Antenna Awards. Just want to quickly say thank you to the audience who's here. Thank you to all the audience who's tuned in tonight as well. And all the organizers of Channel 31. Stay strong, Channel 31. You're absolutely nailing it. And to take us out, please go wild for Damian Cowell's Disco Machine.
Watch out, here comes the disco machine. If you want funky chicken, cause you might get sick. Watch out, here comes the disco machine. Depressing music is your whole cuisine, like you're in Berlin, drinking heroin as you grow your beard like a meadowin. Looking down your nose at the Philistine. Here come the disco machine. Watch out! Here come the disco machine. Let's go! Well, the silliest group you've ever seen. Sing dancing moves and who has been. And some guy called Tony Martin. Watch out, here comes the disco machine. If you bother me, hanging with your friends who are so discerning, what's your fancy call him first, yeah? Or see the album on your champion name. Watch out, pardon me if I blaspheme. Watch out, you need some disco machine. So here we go. Disco machine, disco machine, disco machine, disco machine. Your wintry mood needs a spring clean. Oh, the rules are cooling to the wheelie bin. Put your inhibitions into quarantine. Hey! Watch out, here comes the disco machine. 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 Watch out, here comes the disco machine.
2019 Antenna Awards were proudly brought to you by Channel 31, the Community Broadcasting Foundation, Holmesglen TAFE, RMIT University, Victoria University, Osbush Gear, Top Notch Trophies, with special thanks to Mountain Goat Beer and Red Hill Estate.